Hey, our weatherman is on a roll this morning. Well, our first music guest did not allow the failure of his first album to dim his light for singing and producing great music. In 2013, Port Elizabeth-born gospel artist Anele Sabani recorded his first album titled Sembathiswe Ngamandla. But due to lack of resources, the album did not do so well as he had anticipated. But he dusted himself and is now returned with an even better album titled Amandl'endumiso, meaning the power of worship. The third-year events management student joins us now to tell us more about his work. A very good morning to you and welcome.
Thank you, Simpiwa.
How did it all start and when? When was this?
Firstly, I would love to greet the viewers of Morning Live. My name is Anele Sabani. As my biography has said, I was born in Port Elizabeth. I was raised by a single parent. It started in a church, at Sunday school. I went to worship team, I went to high school, SCO, then I fell in love with music.
Okay.
Yeah, at an early age.
Okay.
Yes.
So at what point did you decide to take it professional?
2013, I started professional as a music or as a gospel artist. I started recording an album titled Sembathiswe Ngamandla, of which it didn't do well because of lack of resources, marketing and stuff. 2017, I was discovered by the guy Vuyisa Sholo, and then he introduced me to Aviwe. That's when all these things started. We recorded an album titled Amandl'endumiso. After I was hospitalized in 2015, I wrote a song titled Amandl'endumiso. That's when all this started.
Okay. You launched your second album in February this year, right?
Yes, yes.
And it's been doing great.
It's been doing great. It's doing wonders on the market. People are buying the album on iTunes, Google Play, also in all music platforms. Actually, even music.
What makes you think it's performing this well?
It's because of the great marketing that Aviwe is doing. He's pushing my brand. He's marketing the brand all over the country. He's doing actually good in my brand.
So those challenges that you encountered along the way, what do they teach you about the South African music industry and of course about you as a gospel artist yourself?
As a gospel artist, I'm a Christian, number one. I believe in God's time. I believe in perseverance. All this taught me to persevere in life and not to give up. Because I was in a verge after I've released my first album, and then it did not do well. I was in a verge of giving up, but I hold on up until God said to me, Anele, you are ready to do the second album. And yeah, here I am today. Yeah.
You know, the gospel industry or the gospel music industry is, the top-selling genre in South Africa. There's so many gospel greats that we've grown accustomed to and that we've grown to love over the years. So what makes you different and unique from the other gospel artists?
I think it's to discover what I'm called for by God. When you are born out of a purpose. I understood what is my purpose for living in life. So I discovered my purpose. After I've discovered my purpose, I knew where I'm going. So that's what makes me unique. I've discovered who I am and my purpose on earth. And here I am doing what God has called me to do on earth.
And I'm sure there's so many people looking up to you and watching this interview right now and learning so much from you. What is that purpose that will positively impact on their lives?
It's to know Christ, because gospel, it's all about preaching the good news of Jesus Christ. So that's the only purpose that we see in gospel. We want to make sure that people know Christ. We want to make sure that people know who Jesus is. So we are spreading the good news of Jesus through gospel so that many people can be saved. As my church slogan says, Africa back to God, and that's what I'm here for, to preach the good news in Africa. Yes.
You are doing events management, right?
Yes, I'm doing events management.
How did music come into the equation?
Doing events management, you know, most music, we have events also in music. So starting events management gave me an advantage of managing my events in music. So yeah, that's how music goes in my career.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where can your fans see you in action?
They can see me tomorrow on the 31st. I'll be performing in East London at J Israel Church. The event starts at 6. They can see me tomorrow there live in East London, J Israel Church.
And I guess that would be the greatest way of crossing over to the year 2019, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be a great way. We are going to tell people that 2019, come 2019, you will see great things.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Anele, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Well, young and vibrant upcoming gospel artist Anele Sabani speaking to us about his entire album titled Amandl'endumiso, meaning the power of worship. Stay tuned to Morning Live to hear more music from the Port Elizabeth born artists. For now, let's take a coffee break.